A group that supports temporary foreign workers on P.E.I. says hundreds in the seafood processing sector are suddenly finding themselves working much less or not at all. The industry is dealing with the tough reality of China's new 25% tariff on Canadian seafood, and the permits these workers have ties them to their specific employer. So even if there's not enough work, they can't easily go anywhere else.
They still have to pay rent, they still have to get groceries, they still have to pay bills, and a lot of them have to, help their families back home. Really hard to do that when you're not earning an income or you're only working, 10 hours a week at minimum wage.
It's not just tariffs slowing things down. The P.E.I. Seafood Processors Association says unusually warm temperatures are a challenge, and so are two diseases affecting the oyster industry. In a statement regarding temporary foreign workers, it says it can't comment on any one situation, but the association did say this. The seafood industry can be difficult to predict. Sometimes slowdowns can lead to temporary layoff periods for our workforce, but hopefully things will pick up for those impacted and more work will become available. The federal department responsible for the TFW program says there is a way for workers to change jobs. It lets people with new job offers start working before their new work permit is ready. But Ryan McRae says that's tricky. The employer has to prove it can't find a Canadian or a permanent resident to do the job, and that costs money. He says some workers are looking at applying for employment insurance or seeking an open work permit meant for vulnerable workers. But that's complicated too.
People are incredibly desperate. It's complicated. Like, people are stressed out. They're trying to weigh up the options. They're trying to figure out how to make ends meet. They're having to have complicated conversations with their family back home. It's hard. It's a lot of stress.
McRae says the long-term solution is giving migrant workers permanent residency, but the federal and P.E.I. governments are trying to curb population growth. At the very least, McRae says he's hoping for more supports for these workers and permits that let them work for anyone so they can keep making a living. Sheehan, Desjardins, CBC News, Charlottetown.